You want me to do the intro?
No.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast here on FanStream Sports, presented by OrionGolf.com. I am your host, the only host, and the best host of From the Rough, John E. Gerber, PGA professional. Over 20 years PGA professional. How was that? Was that good?
I think I might record that and just play that for every intro. Welcome into From the Rough, everybody, right here on FanStream Sports. It is America's favorite golf podcast, and it's America's favorite intro.
Indeed.
It's my favorite intro for sure. I am IndyCarTim, that guy over there, PGA of America member John Gerber from our Ohio FanStream Sports studios in the heart of Columbus.
Yes,
How
sir.
about that?
Yes, sir.
Over there.
We are, big week for a little homecoming for your boy, from your boy, Columbus, Ohio. Born and raised, and good to be back. We will be on the grounds as we started today at the Memorial Tournament. Jack's Place, going to be a good week, and we will be previewing that on Wednesday, but today we will be talking about the great tournament at Colonial. But no, listen, excited to be here. Was already on grounds this morning. It's going to be a beautiful week here in Columbus, Ohio, Dublin, Ohio, to be exact. Covering Memorial, and a lot of buzz around this tournament this year for a lot of reasons. But again, not to jump too far forward, we're going to have a great show on Wednesday. We're going to have a couple guests in here on Wednesday to help us out with the great show. But we're here to talk about Colonial with the great event following a trifling event that we had in my new home, in my residence, Dallas, Texas. But how much more enjoyable was it to watch Colonial this week than it was to watch the Byron Nelson? I mean, it's polar opposites. It's just a polar opposite event, and we talked about it when we previewed the show last Wednesday. Was like, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be, I told you probably, under 15 would win. I said probably around 12. If you rewind the tapes, I said probably around 12 would win. It could be a little bit lower depending on how it played. It played soft the first couple of days. That's why the scores are lower. And then it showed its teeth. It showed its teeth what Colonial Country Club does, and I just love it. I mean, I'm going to play there when I get back home in a few weeks. Me and Chris Kohler, who was the old assistant at Colonial Country Club, now obviously the general manager at the retreat, and we might have him on Wednesday to talk about Memorial. But we talked about it. It's like, man, the place can play hard. I think last year was the first year that they played it, that after the renovation, you could see last year the dead kind of spots that didn't fill in yet. Dead spots the wrong way to say it, but this year you didn't see any of that. It played as how they wanted to play. The weather got warm. The golf course played firm. You got to move the golf ball. And you see what it was. We had drama. We had players that play that golf course well, and I loved it. I was all in. We had a good chance to win. We had a good chance to win outright. We didn't have a great week betting wise. We only hit one of our hits in the top 10 with Alex Smalley. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And a little unfortunate on our matchups is we had some garbage can picks on our Sunday rounds that I thought they would bounce back, and they didn't have a tendency to do that. But man, all in all, it was great.
Well, it was definitely more fun to watch than it was the week before, with the exception of no Scotty, no Jordan. You didn't have some of the names, and it kind of begs the question, why did they play? Well, I know why. I know why they played the Byron Nelson and not Colonials, because of what's coming up this week.
Sure.
But man, I would have loved to have seen the Byron Nelson field at Colonial, rather than where they were the week before. Because again, I'm not going to get into it again. I'm done talking about it. It was the biggest joke of a professional golf tournament for now 2 years in a row that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I absolutely hated it. With
the exception of the extracurricular activities, that's about what that thing is. I mean, it is. And you going back to Scotty and Jordan, I saw them on the range early this morning. I was at the practice facility in the media center about 8:30 this morning, and they were there. So they were probably here this weekend. They probably got here. Be my guess yesterday, just seeing the weather.
Sure,
and Yeah, they were good. They were there. They were grinding it out. Scotty was hitting balls, and Jordan was working on a short game. And then I think I saw them walk out to play a few holes, and it. Yeah, and I don't know. The funny part is, if you look at it, it kind of is predicated on, are they going to play Canada after? So it goes Memorial this week, Canada next week, and then the U.S. Open. So how do you play their schedule? Does Colonial really fit their games? And do they want to play the Byron Nelson because they can make a lot of birdies and get confidence? And the scheduling part for these guys is very different. Each person has their own little intricacies that how they like to prepare their schedule, whether it's golf course or how many weeks a row are they playing. So they might be playing Memorial, Canada, US Open, because a lot of guys like to play the week before, the week before a major and stay prepped, or some guys don't. So I just don't think it fit their schedule. That's just my opinion. And they played it in the past. I just don't think it fit their schedule.
Well, I think it just goes to show what an absolute joke the so-called Texas swing has become. Nobody cares about the Byron Nelson. There's nothing historic about the Byron Nelson other than the name. It's not played at a historic venue. It's played at a newer venue that honestly isn't appropriate for professional golfers. It's too easy. I don't care what you do to it, Lanny Watkins. It's too easy. You did absolutely nothing for all of that money.
You actually made it easier. I mean, if you look at it, all in all, it was easier. I mean, easier. if you see the combine of all the scores, it was easier.
Yeah. And you've got Colonial, which to me is way more historic, but it's because of the venue. And you can put his name all over it you want. He's been gone a long time. Nobody's playing for the name attached to it. But it's, the venue at least is historic, and the tournament's historic. But none of the guys care about that anymore.
No.
These young, even the younger guys from Texas,
they don't know who Ben Hogan is.
Byron Nelson, they don't. I guarantee you, they know who Ben Hogan is.
Yeah, but only by name. But they don't give a shit. They don't care.
They don't care about the history with Ben Hogan there, and the history of the clubhouse and the history of the course. But it is a historic course that does get a little bit of draw. I think, man, if I was out there, given all things equal, I'm not playing the Byron Nelson. I'm going to play Colonial.
I agree.
I mean, that's no contest.
Yeah,
to me.
But if you got if you got a little wrong out there at the Colonial, it's going to expose you. I mean, that's the thing. And then Byron at TPC Craig Rance, you can hit it long and wrong, and you're going to be just fine. And you can't do that at Colonial. So it could be something, a confidence thing. It could be a few things. And like I said, professional golfers at that level are quirky, and I'm right there with you. I 100% agree with you. I think Colonial is one of my. This is just the type of golf I like. I think it's one of my favorite golf courses ever. I mean, I just like that type of golf, and I like the old school 100-year-old golf courses that you got to move the ball, and the golf course starts from the tee. It's not bomb and gouge and kind of go from there. And I love it. I love that part of golf. It's great.
And for a final score, a tournament winning score of 12 under, I find that completely reasonable and acceptable.
Sure.
Over 72 holes. I
par
have
70
zero issues with that.
No, par 70, 12 under. Well, first, like I said, they made most of their hay the first couple of days. Right, because the golf course played soft,
right,
and then it just got more and more difficult. So it kind of brought the field back into it a little bit. But 12 under, par 70. That's right. I mean, I know you don't like the par 71. I think you par 70. I think you've warmed up to a little bit, but ultimately it's not the 72. If you have another par 5, do they get to 16? I don't know. Maybe It just depends on how they set up the 5 par, but. Even the 600, the par 5, I think it's 14 or 15 on the backside, 625. I mean, that's not a layup par 5. These guys, very few guys got home in 2, just because there's the arroyo on the right hand side, coming down there, the Trinity River that runs down there through that little area. So
don't drink.
It wasn't a layup. It wasn't a layup. So no, I love it, man. I don't mind the par.
It's a lot more fun to watch too. And you don't have these ridiculous scores. And like I said, 12 under is completely acceptable and reasonable for me for a tournament winning score on the PGA Tour. I have no issues with that whatsoever.
I agree.
So that all said, we had our picks coming into it. We had our favorites coming into it. But
Here's your trash.
It's Russell Henley birdieing his final 3 holes in regulation. And I don't know why I have an issue with that word lately. Regulation. And then the lone playoff hole to pick up his 6th PGA Tour win. And he just coming from out of nowhere, I thought he just sort of sprinted there to the finish line on Sunday at 12 under. Again, birdies on his final 3 holes in regulation. And then the only playoff hole, another birdie to best Eric Cole. And out of these two, I don't really know who I was pulling for. Probably Russell Henley, I think. I don't know why. I do this. I do this in all sports. If I really don't have a dog in the fight of a game I'm watching, and regardless of the sport, baseball, hockey, whatever it is, football, I'll usually naturally gravitate towards one team. It'll just be because the way I figure it out is like, say, if I'm watching football and I really don't care about either team, I'll find myself just naturally like, yes, when they get a first down or on a big play, I'll just kind of internally, I'll go, cool. And I have no control over that. It's just how my feelings and my emotions are for the two teams. And that's kind of where I was at here with both of them. I think when Henley got the birdie, I think I was just kind of like, yes. So I guess I'm cheering for Russell Henley.
Yeah, but when you get in that, when you get in that spot, I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's a great point on you. It's like you watch 2 good football teams that you don't really have a dog in the fight of, but you just want to see a good football game, right? It's what you want to see, and that's what you got. And, both of these guys are known on tour as pretty good guys, right? So, do you pull for the Russell Henley that it's is he an underachiever? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's pretty talented, but a golf course that certainly fits him. Or a guy like Eric Cole that, was a rookie on the PGA Tour at 35. He's been in 2 playoffs now, hasn't won on the PGA Tour. Only person on the PGA Tour to win Rookie of the Year to not win a tournament. That when he won Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. So what do you pull for? You pull for good golf. You pull for golf. You don't pull for an individual person. It's not like you got you're Patrick Reed against, whoever you want to put up against Patrick Reed, Bryson DeChambeau that are turd A, turd B. All right. So it's like, what flush do you want? You want the first flush or you want the second? I don't know. So, yeah, that's it. So, what do you do? What do you do? Good golf. And I was sitting at the media center early this morning with nobody there, which I like. I got set up and being from Columbus, and I'm going to see people that I know already. So it's just one of these things, and people are asking me, "Hey, I like you on the air. Your show's great," and blah blah blah. He's like, "Who you like this week?" I say, "Bro, it's way too early. I'm still trying to digest Colonial here. Give me a little time, man. You'll know as soon as I know." And it's a you can't compare with the exception of good golf. You're not going to be able to compare the golf courses and people who are playing well the last couple of weeks to this week. They're completely opposite places. And maybe that's why, Scotty and Jordan didn't play, because they're just completely different types of golf courses.
I will tell everyone this that listens to the show. If you are trying to approach Johnny to ask him who he's going to pick or who his picks are, who he likes this week, and it's Monday. Again, he doesn't think that far out. He doesn't have all the data that he requires to make his very well-educated picks, by the way. His system works, and it's proven, but he doesn't have all of the information he needs on Monday. But I will tell you this. Just go look in the field, go look at the entrance, and go see if a guy named Taylor Montgomery is playing, because if he's not. Just go with Taylor Montgomery, because it's going to be on Johnny's card at some point. Now, he is not playing this week, so that would not work. But just go look and see if Taylor Montgomery at any tournament, any venue, anywhere.
That's my guy.
He's going to be on Johnny's card.
I'm telling you, he's going to win.
And I love it. I'm here for it.
If he can get in, he can win. If he can get in, he can win.
Your bit with Taylor Montgomery is almost as good as my bit with Max Homa.
No.
But Max Homa actually plays in tournaments.
Max Homa is actually a member of the PGA Tour, so you might have a little bit. Of help on that
one. But Taylor Montgomery might probably play better when he does play in the tour events.
He's not playing this week, unfortunately. No. But this is such a great golf course for Taylor Montgomery. I'm going to tell you something real quick, and for a little insight. Man, I was on the range this morning. Let me tell you who is a dog. Man, this dude he won 3 or 4 weeks ago. That Christopher Rattan.
Scotty Scheffler.
Christopher Rattan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rattan.
It's Rattan.
Yeah. I call him Tomato. You call him Tomato.
You still call Brant Snedeker Brent, so it's okay.
That's right. I'll do whatever I want to do. Let me tell you something about this guy. He is
he hitting the ball?
Man,
well?
he looks like a Viking out there, dude. I'm just telling you.
Is he a big? He's not a big guy, is he?
Man, he's a monster. He's a monster.
I didn't know that.
Man, okay. I am a little over 6 foot. I'm 215 pounds. He is taller and white, and I'm a thick guy. I'm pretty good shape. He's thicker than I am. I mean, the guy.
6'2". I didn't realize he was 6'2".
I'm telling you, dude. The guy is lean. I'm just telling you, the guy. He was hitting some drives, and I was just kind of watching. Man, I was like, because I got the insight of seeing how guys hit it, right? I got this insight of, man, I can hear the difference, and
you can watch their swing and see things the rest of us don't see. Yeah,
this guy is a superstar. I'm just telling you right now, and he's going to be on our card this week. I'm just telling you because as far as he hits it, he's probably top 10 in driving distance on the PGA Tour. And when I watch going into weeks, I always watch guys on the range, and that's why we do so well when I'm on site, because I see what guys are working on. If I see a guy that's got a million different training aids out there, I'm not picking them this week because they're working on something.
Right.
Guys that are just, hey man, now they'll have their TrackMans out there. Now the reason they have their TrackMans is because they play in different elements.
Sure.
So, coming from Texas, it's not, it's warmer, so the ball is going to fly a little bit farther. Yeah. And up here, when they travel to Ohio, their elevation's a little bit more. It's a little bit cooler. So they're looking at distances in terms of flight, things like that. They're not working on things. But when I see guys that look like Tin Cup out there, man, no, you are out like new edition on that one. And this guy, hey man, this guy he had a damn candy bar and a milkshake, and he was just hitting seeds out there. I was like, man, at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, this guy was ready. This guy was ready for some Chinese food and a bathhouse when he got done, man, because he just got this cool ass little blonde beard, man, and just looking like a pimp.
It's freaking Norwegians, man.
Yeah. And I loved it. This guy is special. This guy is really, really special, man. And I can just tell how.
Well, I used to like
comes
him,
off the club face.
I was all happy with his win, and I think he's an up and comer for sure. I mean, he's 28. It's not like he's a spring chicken or anything, but
yeah,
I gotta admit, I'm kind of out on him now.
Why?
I just realized where he played at college.
He played. Well, no, he didn't. I don't even think he played college.
Well, this says he did, and it says he's a T-SIP.
No, he went there. He didn't play. He went there.
Well, okay, we went there. It's still the same thing.
No. I think he didn't play. He didn't play any. I don't think he played any. He went there. He got accepted to play there, and I think he turned pro. I don't think he played.
He signed a letter of intent to play college at Texas starting in the fall of 2017.
Yeah.
In that following spring, Golf Week had reported he forewent his college eligibility and turned pro instead, which is probably the smartest thing in the world to do. Why did guys play?
He just said no. He said no.
But he still went to UT, so I don't like people that went to UT.
He was just there hanging out and enjoying about 6 months of the college life, and good for. But he grew up with Victor Hovland, right? Yeah. And he was Hovland kind of overshadowed him a little bit. But I'm just telling you, there's just few guys that I get impressed by when it comes to something like that, and this guy's one of them.
So, are you aware of his family? We talk about Maverick McNeely and the money from the family.
No.
Christopher Rayton may one up Maverick McNeely's family.
Does he own Norway?
He owns founded a group. It's now known as just the Rayton Group or Rayton AS. It was
What, his parents?
His parents, yeah. His dad started this company. Now it's known as the Rayton Gruppen, whatever in Norwegian, but it's some conglomerate that deals in retail, capital investment management, all sorts of stuff. Like they're in everything, and his dad founded that company.
Good for him.
Magnus.
It's not his fault.
Rayton. No, I'm just saying. No, we love Maverick McNeely, but he came with a freaking silver spoon in his mouth, and Christopher did too.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Idiots.
I'm pretty sure Cisco Group is a little bit more better than that. But I get your point. Your point taken. I mean, he doesn't have any stress and worries. I mean, the guy, like I said, you could tell him pouncing around that play. I would feel bad for the ladies in Columbus this week because they might.
Oh.
He might be valid. Well, I hope not, because he's going to be on our card. I hope it's either today or tomorrow. He's enjoying. There's not very many women in Columbus, Ohio, anyways. But if there is a few, then he might be the guy.
Go tell Haley to stay away from him. I don't need to hear about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like she remembers who I am.
Yes, not even a little bit.
She won't answer my text anymore. She's probably, who's this weird guy with the Dallas number texting me?
Yeah.
With the win, Russell Henley jumps all the way up to number 11, Johnny, in the FedEx Cup standings. And for just the second time in his career, he can say that he's won in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah.
After, of course, his win at the Arnold Palmer last year. And he hasn't accomplished that since 2013 and 2014 in his rookie and sophomore years. So, look, he went into it. He had a shot of 63 on Saturday to put himself in position here. And I forget how many he was. What is we three? He was 3 back going into 16.
Yep.
So, and I know Russell Henley took it, but can you say Cole choked a little bit too at the same time? I mean,
no. Sometimes you just get beat. I mean, sometimes you just get beat. I mean, you birdie the last 3 holes and you birdie the hole in the playoff. And sometimes you just get beat. There's nothing you can do. No, Eric Cole didn't lose it. He shot even par in the last round on an extremely difficult golf course where the scoring average was over par for the round.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get beat. I don't know what.
Yeah, the scoring average went up on the course each day. Oh, it was a 68 something, and then a 69 something on Thursday and Friday. Then went up to 70 and 71 on Saturday and Sunday. I think so. Over
par. Scoring average the last day. He shoots even par under the scoring average. So, listen, just sometimes you choke it out. Sometimes you get beat, and he just got beat.
I call that a Thursday night.
At Revel.
Thursday night at Revel. Scruffy Duffy was where I went the other night.
I saw that.
Might be yeah, you did, didn't you?
I saw that.
The horrible horseshoe did him in, Eric Cole, as he followed up his start with 3 straight bogeys on 3 through 5. Henley exchanged a bogey on number 9 for a birdie on number 11 before biding his time. During that time, Cole maintains 12 under, while a run was made by Ben Griffin. He turned in a 5 under 30, posted the clubhouse lead at 11 under, where Henley stood as he walked up to the final hole. Henley's birdie conversion on the par 4, though, not only knocked out Griffin, but set a date for extra holes with Cole, where on the first playoff hole, Henley picked up where he left off for the dramatic come-from-behind victory, Johnny. We're going to get into our grades here on the other side before we get into your pick recaps. But before we get into the break, I will just say this. Russell Henley, an A+++, check, plus for that closing round, and especially on the final 9, for sure.
Fair.
You see guys like that, and we talk about it all the time. When the stars aren't there, we talk about it more in the alternate events, when there's signature events being played, because the alternate events, they count just as much, kind of. But the competition, obviously, that's why it's not televised like the other ones are as much, and people just don't watch it as much because, yes, it's a PGA Tour event, but you're looking for the names, the recognizable names, and they're at the signature events. But you still have these events that are still a PGA Tour event, and that's the only one going on this week. And sometimes you've got guys that take advantage of the fact that Scottie Scheffler decided not to play, that Jordan Spieth decided not to play, and they take advantage of a situation. And you got to give props to those guys. So Russell Henley did just that. I know it wasn't his first win. He's done it before, but it's a feel-good story. I like to see these guys win too, because you never know. These guys are going to be the names one of these days. They have
probably the most,
the
most unassuming top 10 player in the world, right?
Yeah, nobody would name him in a lineup. Even golf fans couldn't name him in a lineup. So, all right, boys and girls, this is From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny. We're brought to you by Orion Golf at OrionGolf.com, the golf facilities management company to help you maximize what you're doing. If you own, manage, or part of a golf course, country club, driving range, whatever in the golf business, they can help you out with a number of areas: staffing, events, F&B, literally anything, merchandise, all of it. They can help you out, maintenance. They can help you out with all of that at OrionGolf.com. Go check them out. Don't tell them I sent you. Tell them Johnny sent you, I guess. They probably know his name. Nobody knows my name. I'm just the co-host over here, apparently.
Yep.
John G. Gerber, 20-plus year PGA professional over there. And the host, the only host, the best host of From the Rough.
Thank God you're getting it right.
Right here on FanStream Sports. Back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to FanStreamSports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. FanStreamSports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out OrionGolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. It is a recap Monday as we recap the 2026 Charles Schwab Challenge, or the Colonial, as us old heads still refer to it as.
Still like Colonial.
It's way better than look. All the respect in the world for Charles Schwab, right? I mean, for all that they do in golf with this, and with the champions, obviously, seniors tour.
Don't mess with Chuck.
They own the naming rights to the trophy, right?
Yeah,
like it's a FedEx Cup in the PGA. It's the Charles Schwab Trophy, I think, over on the senior circuit. So they do a lot of stuff for golf, but I don't. We don't need to call it the 2020. Can't we say the 2026 Colonial presented by Charles Schwab or something? Like, I don't like that we don't have Colonial in there anywhere.
As simple as Fort Worth is, and I've warmed up with the Fort Worth a little bit. I know you love Fort Worth. I know you love Fort Worth way more than Dallas. But as simple as Fort Worth is, let's just make it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss.
I mean, and I've warmed up. I lived over there for a little over a year, and it's so much different than living in Dallas. Like, it's so polar opposite.
It is.
It's, I guess it's all predicated on what you like, but just make it simple. Let's just make it simple.
Yeah. It's got its drawbacks and its advantages. Again, it's based on what you like. The part of Fort Worth you lived in was fairly new on the south side over there off the Chisholm Trail Parkway, and to me, downtown Fort Worth. Downtown Dallas cannot hold a candle, jockstrap, anything to downtown Fort Worth. That Sundance Square is badass.
The people are a hell of a lot better. I mean, they're the real, they're the real Texas people, right? I always try to give an analogy to people, and people when they say Dallas, it's like no, Dallas is L.A. Fort Worth is real Texas. Fort Worth is the real nice people. Are in it. I think, unfortunately, you're going to start to see that California people migrate a little bit to Fort Worth because Dallas is getting North Texas is getting a little bit overrun with the LA, the California, California. Keep my Texas out of California, or whatever they say.
Don't California my Texas.
That's it. That's what they say.
Yeah, don't California my Texas.
And if you get a little bit further south, where we're down there where the retreat is. I mean, that starts kind of the hill country. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool. I mean,
different way of life, man. It's a different way of life.
If you don't have shit to do and if you don't want to be stressed, I mean, that's a pretty good place to be.
Stress is everywhere, though. I'm stressing so much I'm yawning right now talking about it.
I see this.
Johnny, the 2026 Charles Schwab Challenge. Let's get into our grades here of some of the notable names on the leaderboard. Obviously finishing second, also at 12 under, losing in the first playoff hole. It was almost a fairy tale type of story for Eric Cole, I thought, who's played everywhere around the U.S., from the minor league circuits to the big leagues here. I thought he put on a great show this weekend. He sort of steadied the ship after a double bogey on the par 4 9th, had a birdie on the par 5 11th. To get back to 12 under. He parred in from there. He missed some scoring chances, I thought, on 17 and 18, which he obviously needed now for the win. But overall, I thought he put on a good show, and for him, it's an A. I gave him an A.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, for a guy that made a rally and a charge like that, and winning the tournament, what other grade can you give him? I mean, I give him an A+ if I could. I mean, if that's what it is.
Well, you can give him that if that's what you want. You give him. You can give him whatever you want.
I mean, it's kind of corny, but
he didn't win.
Well,
I reserved the A+ for a winner.
Eric Cole, yeah, okay, yeah, I give him an A. Yeah, I mean, putting in that situation besides the double bogey, and people were making the mistakes, right? Mm-hmm. For him to bounce back, I give him an A. For a non-winner,
yeah, it's
a good A.
You know what? Sprinkles and pluses are for winners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Winners get sprinkles. Winners get pluses, A+. So
I mean, winners get to do whatever they want to do. If you ask Ricky Bobby.
By the way, how about that?
Winners get to do whatever they want.
How about that Jeep?
Sweet.
That they put up as the prize, like they do put up the classic car every year. But man, that 1982 classic restored Jeep CJ, good Lord, man.
I think he won. 2 years too late, because 2 years ago when Davis Riley won the 68 or 67 Corvette.
The Corvette, yeah.
That was
I don't know, man.
Christmas.
That Jeep for me, I don't think Jeeps do anything for you. I mean, other than the one you had, but
that Corvette.
man, I'm
though,
telling you, man.
That Corvette was pretty special.
Yeah, but these guys can go buy whatever they want. This is
but a restored vet like that, that's I don't know.
Oh, that's $100,000 car, dude. I guarantee you, this Jeep's
Jeep
70 or
wasn't cheap.
80,000.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe both are cool, and that's a cool little added touch, right? That they have. That's a pretty sweet perk. I promise you, they didn't even know they were getting that car. I mean, let's say just talk about it, and the president was like, "Oh man, that's cool."
Yeah, half the guys don't know that until they make them go sit in it for the picture.
Yeah.
It's got to take the sting, whatever car it is. It's got to take the sting a little bit off of the fact that you got to put on this horrific plaid jacket and take pictures in it.
Yeah.
What the hell that's going on? What is it with ugly jackets in golf? Like, there used to be ugly pants in the 70s. They all wore ugly pants. Now you get an ugly jacket when you win the Masters. You get an ugly jacket.
Golf pros are corny, dude.
They are. T3 at 11 under. Ben Griffin, your defending champion. He was not at the Oh, wait. Was he the defending champion? Yeah, he was.
Yes, sir.
He was not at the forefront, I don't think, of a lot of people's minds this week, but he had that surge on Sunday that put him in a position to create history and joined Ben Hogan as the only other player to defend a title at the Colonial. The three-time PGA Tour winner turned in a 5 under and arrived at the par 5 11th with a chance to continue his momentum, but he slipped and carded his lone bogey of the afternoon. He bounced back with a 25-foot birdie bid on the 17th hole, which wasn't enough. He had a sluggish start to the year, I think, but he looks like he's getting in gear for the summer. He's got 4 top 15s in his last 5 tournaments. I gave him an A.
I wouldn't give him quite an A. I just think he built off some momentum that he played last week. It's a great golf course for him. Obviously, with him winning, and you don't have to shoot a million under par. I think his added length didn't specifically help him there. Last year it probably did, but I don't know if I give him. I B plus to me. B plus to me is fair.
All right. B plus is fair.
A's for winners and A's for people in the playoffs.
Sprinkles and A's.
Yeah.
T6, your reigning U.S. Open champion, Johnny, at 10 under, J.J. Spaun. He had, I thought, more than his fair share of opportunities to kind of take control of this tournament. He sandwiched a couple of bogeys around the turn after a fast start. That saw him put 3 birdies on the scorecard across his first 8 holes. He touched the lead for a minute. His putter proved to be the main culprit, as it has been with many, many guys the past few weeks, with 3 putts from inside 8 feet on the back 9 alone that he missed, leaving him a couple of strokes off the eventual winning number. I still think his game's in pretty good shape, though, following his win in San Antonio. And once the putter turns around slightly, I think for him, he's going to get another win this year, I think, before it's all said and done. I gave him a B.
Yeah, maybe a B minus. I think his putter, he switched putters, which is a rarity, and I think this is the first week that he started putting with his putter. Maybe switched last week in the last round, but he hit it so good. Oh, he hit it so good, and he hit it inside. His proximity to the hole had to be in the top 5 all week. Yeah, I just think coming down the stretch, he just didn't make the putts. Ball striking wise, he's certainly there. I think this week is going to be a challenge for him because it's the length of the golf course, how long it's going to play, and a little bit softer up here. So I think that with his chance to win kind of squandered a little bit. I'm not so sure, he's going to have much of a chance. I just think it's going to be too much. It's not the longest hitter out there. So this golf course fits perfect for him. But look at a guy like J.J. Spaun to win at this place, maybe down the road. So keep that in your memory bank when you're betting a car. But I just think the putter failed him. Ball striking, tee to green certainly did not.
At 8 under, finishing T13, man, I think it had to be a frustrating week for Justin Thomas. He was brilliant from tee to green, but he could not find his stroke on the greens. He's got that new Scotty Cameron in the bag. He's been wielding it pretty effectively in recent tournaments, but this week was upended by one too many scoring chances, falling by the wayside. He played the par 5s even for the week. He had exchanged 2 birdies for 2 bogeys while sort of manhandling the rest of the golf course, I thought, and that's now 4 straight top 25s for him since his return from off-season back surgery. But I still think he left a lot of it out there, and I expect more from him. And I usually grade him a little bit harder than I do some of the other guys because we know what he can do. I gave him a C+.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's just still making too many mistakes in terms of unforced errors. You know, we had him on our card, certainly, but we had him on our matchup that he won comfortably against Bobby Mack. But he's just making too many mistakes, and that comes from reps, I think. And I think that comes from he knows he's starting to play good, so maybe that pressure that he has and maybe taking on some shots that he shouldn't take on and you know, knowing that he's so far back and have to take those chances to catch up, that he's making some of these unforced errors. I think if he can get off to a better start the first couple of rounds and keep him in the mix in the top 10, he doesn't have to put so much pressure on his game to hit some shots that he doesn't feel comfortable yet coming off of back surgery. But trending well for him in the top 20 starts certainly is a good sign for me. I like him this week at Memorial, but he's just making too many unforced errors for me, and hopefully he can get that cleaned up. And once he does, he'll win because I think he's fully healthy.
At T17, Johnny, at 6 under, our boy Ludvig Åberg, who I got a lot. I got to see a lot of him. I wasn't at Colonial this week, but our buddies, Katie and Jason, who live right there, and Katie, an executive with Schwab, she's kind of there every year anyway. As one of the points of contact, she's the best for all those guys. They followed Åberg around, of course, the Texas Tech connection because he went to Tech. Katie's a graduate and a booster there. So I was getting video all day, and it was just pissing me off because I'm like, you guys are pissing me off because he's not going to win, and he should. And it's making me mad because I pull for Åberg as much as I can. He's just not playing well enough right now to win anywhere. And in all fairness, he got his tournament to 8 under with a birdie on the first hole on Sunday. But again, he kind of started to bleed it all out slowly. He was the name in the field at the beginning of the week, and he was faced with an ideal opportunity to get off the schneid, re-enter the winner's circle for the first time in over a year. He's got a new putter. It's been cooperating, but in the week, he missed too many greens in regulation. His short game became too unreliable for him to make a final round run on Sunday, and the result here just marks another quality opportunity missed amid a strong contention of runs for him. I gave him an F, Johnny. I gave him an F, and that's harsh, but I hold him to a different standard, man, and he just did not get it done with an opportunity that I thought he should have.
Yeah, I don't know if our expectations are too high for this guy or he's just – yeah, I don't know. The D, I mean,
Sure.
You know, he didn't miss the cut. So, you know, that's one of those things.
Right.
I'm not so sure if this is a great golf course for him. This week sets up as if there's a golf course on the PGA Tour that sets up for Ludvig Åberg, it's this one this week at Murfield Village. I mean, you couldn't put it up better than a TV dinner. If those people back in the old school used to eat TV dinners, because those things were good and they had aluminum foil that would melt on your teeth and they were just all Listen, I think he wanted a hard test. I think that again with the dog legs and things like that, I'm not so sure he likes to cut the ball. That this Colonial sets up for a guy that likes to move it the other way. That's why, hence, you see Russell Henley and Eric Cole play well. They're right to left players. Ludvig Åberg is the opposite, but I think he wanted to play this week a little bit to have a tough test, which it was, to maybe prep for this week. D maybe, and the only reason I say D is just because I expect so much of this guy, and if you just, I mean, he's the Beatles, man. He is whatever superstar you think in any genre, what you like, whether it's sport or music, this is the dude. He has every attribute that you would want to have as a superstar athlete. You watch him on the driving range, you watch him how he conducts himself, you watch him in the interview room. Every single thing seems calculated, but he's a genuine person. The expectations that I have for him are immense, and that's the only reason I give him a D. I have so many. Man, for this guy to only win once on the PGA Tour, it just seems like something is off, and he's never going to win a golf tournament that you got to shoot 30 under par. But those 12 unders are those tournaments, the 12 to 15s, or even lower than that, because he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Something in there isn't quite right yet. but maybe it's a get right week this week.
Yeah, and I don't know what his lady situation is. I might need to dive into that a little bit, see if there's a lady situation.
What, you want to date him or what?
No, I want to see how it's affected his game. That would explain a lot of things this season with him if he's having lady problems. Or if he's not having lady problems and he's just too attached to a lady. Now his golf game suffers. Look at Jordan Spieth. He's never going to win another PGA tournament ever again.
Pretty sure Ludvig Åberg doesn't have problems with hello ladies.
Hello, Miss Lady.
He ain't worried about it. He don't have a problem. As soon as he pulls in the parking lot, he's in range. I'm just telling you that when it comes to that stuff. So don't you worry about that.
I get you.
You know, I'm going to brag a little. I was an all-pro at every sport in elementary school.
That's what Ludvig Åberg walks around and tells the ladies.
He don't have to tell. They just know.
Finally, Johnny, our last grade here, and it might be my favorite. After an opening 70 on Thursday, I really thought this guy was going to find his stride Friday morning because he started with 4 birdies in his first 6 holes, and I'm thinking, he's back, baby. Here he comes.
Here comes the trash man.
And then Rickie Fowler missed the cut.
He was there early this morning, too.
Yeah, he started going in the wrong direction as he closed with a 7 over 42 on Friday, effectively ending his chances of grabbing his first win in a few years. You know, the early exit to me was a surprise given his form this season, but it's his 3rd missed cut in the last 7 tournaments. I don't know what's going on with Rickie. I know he doesn't act like he cares about winning. I still think he's a competitor, though, and I guarantee he doesn't like missing the cut. No. So he's going to have to figure something out entering this week there up at Muirfield Village.
Thank you for saying it proper.
And I didn't enunciate correctly. I almost said valley again. Are there any valleys up there? I mean, it's called the Ohio Valley.
Yeah.
So why can't it be Muirfield Valley?
Because it's just not the name.
Might get a petition. You know what? I'm going to get that trending on X this week.
Because
#
Dublin,
Muirfield Valley.
I'll give you a little backstory because Dublin used to be a village. It used to be called Dublin Village. When you don't have enough people, you're called a village or whatever.
You're not a town or a city, yeah.
That's it. There you go, a little backstory.
I gave very little backstory, by the way. It was like 1 sentence backstory.
Yep, thank you.
I gave him a big fat F-.
Well,
if there was a lower score than F-, I would have given it to him.
He's searching. He was there early this morning. He was there when I was there grinding on it on the range. And listen, the driving range there is the best practice facility in the world. So you could just go there and sleep. I mean, it's just that's how pristine it is. He's working on something. He's working hard, and obviously he didn't at that golf course, which actually that golf course suits him extremely well. He likes to be creative that way with the dog legs, and it surprised me. We had him on our card. It surprised me that he did play poorly. But he's working hard. We'll see what happens this week. I'm not, I need a little bit more information in the next few days to see what I'm going to do with Rickie this week.
Go out there and talk to him. Just go out there and talk to him. He'd say, look, you need to quit doing your best IndyCarTim impersonations out here on Friday.
It's not how you approach him. It's not really how that works, but okay.
You walk up to him and you go, listen here, son, let me tell you something.
That's how I talk to you, but Rickie Fowler and those guys on tour, when I'm right next to him and ask him for an interview, is probably not the best way to go about it.
There you go.
No.
Hey, you're about to talk to me. Turn around, son.
I mean, it's a stern comment, but it's pretty unfair, but we'll see.
So there are your grades. We will come back, take our final break of the show, come back on the other side, go over the not dartboard picks anymore, the Wheel of Misfortune picks. How'd we do? And when I say we, I feel like Johnny's half responsible for my Wheel of Misfortune picks.
No, I mean, that's trash. No, you can't take the credit when you get a hit.
I will give you half credit when I get a hit. I will give you half the blame when I don't.
I don't need any of the blame or the credit. I have all that on my own.
It's all your fault. We are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports Recap Monday. As usual, we are together again, Johnny. Together again as the Angels are singing. And then I can't wait for Wednesday. I'll admit that. We are brought to you by OrionGolf.com, and we will be back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the J.P. Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. fanstreamsports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now.
Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. Down the home stretch now, it's time for us to delve into putting our reputation, our knowledge, our wheel spinning
Yours is
acumen
unrepairable. Yours is unrepairable.
on the line and go over how we did last week in my wheel spin picks on the Wheel of Misfortune, and then Johnny, of course, his...
We didn't win. We didn't win. I mean,
I was trying to put it a nice way, but
well, I appreciate that. I mean, for the first time ever, I appreciate that. But but this is what we do. We say when we win, we say when we lose. We don't hide anything. We're very transparent. I don't know what to say. It's just what it is.
I think we should start hiding. I think we should just start hiding things.
No, because that's what the other handicappers do. First off, they don't put up their own money, which is trash. Yeah. They can say what they want. They don't put their true record out there. I will send everybody my bet slips. It's just what it is. And as we'll say, and I'll say it again in 3 minutes, we are one of the 1% of golf handicappers this year that's profitable. I'm just telling you this right now. I hear it all day. I hear from texts from people, DMs. Hey, how are you profitable? How are you? Because we're getting buried. It's just what I do. I do what I do.
That's what you do, and you're good at what you do, and you own what you do.
That's right. When it's not a good week, we have opportunities. We don't make money. But again, our system is don't act like you're smarter than the room or smarter than me when it comes to this. You have to play every week. If you're going to dog cuss me when we don't have a profitable week, you can't pat me on the back when, you can't. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent through this whole thing. It's a long year, and I hate the analogy. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Yep. You're not going to have winning weeks every week. This is just what it is. So,
as opposed to my lovemaking, which is a sprint, not a marathon.
It's that I don't know what races at last 15 seconds, but you're
a sprint.
Probably be pretty good at it.
Man, I wish it was 15 seconds. I'd dominate.
Pumps and the bumps.
I'm just saying.
May God have mercy on your soul.
You gotta have to have a soul first. I mean, let's be honest.
That's what I usually hear. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, let's get into how we did on the picks last week. My Wheel of Misfortune picks were not kind to me. They really haven't been too kind to me for a while. And that's why they're the Wheel of Misfortune picks. They're supposed to be that way. Had as my winner, Johnny helped me pick Kashmir Keith Mitchell at 40-1.
I didn't help you.
Johnny, he missed the cut.
Of course he did. Too much to do in Fort Worth.
He was just a big, fat... up there with Rickie Fowler. And then in my top 10, Johnny helped me select Max Homa.
Please quit putting my name in front of this. Like I did. Don't say I did this and then he fails. What do you
plus 850? Johnny helped me pick Max Homa, who finished T22.
What is this trash?
And in my top 20, Keegan Bradley at plus 190 comes in at T35. So those are me and Johnny's Will of Misfortune picks.
No, these are yours. These are yours. Not mine. Do you see this card? You see this is how much research I do. This is a lot. 3 pages of research of what I do for my picks.
It's not research. Those are chicks' phone numbers you met at the bar.
That's also in there too in code.
Coded.
Yeah, in code.
Uh-huh.
That's how. Don't you know that's how I do my picks?
F you.
Yeah. Facts.
So those are where I finished, but everybody wants to know, Johnny, where you finished as we get into Johnny's picks.
Yeah, I wasn't too much, and I'm not going to preface by me and Timm's picks. This is my picks. And it's my picks. It is. I own it. I'm a big guy. I get it. Justin Thomas, 22-1, didn't come through. Rickie Fowler missed the cut. Akshay Bhatia and Brian Harman. We were looking strong as Folgers. The first couple of days. Man, their last couple of days. I thought going into the weekend, these two guys that historically don't make a lot of mistakes. I thought, man, I was primed and ready for those guys to pounce. That's why we put them on our card in our matchups on Sunday, man. They had a poor Saturday, but I thought they would bounce back, and they didn't. Man, the lefties, the fade lefties, and I look going back at it, they like to draw the ball coming from the left-hand side, and it's a cutter's golf course for them. And on the right-hand player, it's a drawer's golf course. I just thought they just didn't make enough. I just thought that they would not make mistakes to where that they'd have a chance, and they just didn't. Alex Smalley, we did cash in at plus 325 in the top 10. Max Grazerman, trash. Chris Kirk went to Joe T. Garcia's and got off his sobriety. It's just what he did. It's just what he did. Missed the cut. Jackson Serber plus 425 had a chance at. Sure, had a chance, but just couldn't get it done. And I don't know what to say. We were 1-2 on our matchups just because we rode the coattails a little bit of Harman and Bhatia. We won on the matchup on JT at plus 123 over Bobby Mack, first out the limo. And Brian Harman lost, and we won that JT. We did lose with Harman on Saturday. We lost with Bhatia on Saturday also. We lost 495 for the week. That gets us to a total of plus. Write this down, plus. P-L-U-S. P-L-U-S. You do not hear plus from very many golf handicappers this year, but we are plus PLUS plus. It's one of these. It's a plus.
Oh, you're celebrating Jesus.
$625. Not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but we are on the positive side. 23, 12, and 7 on our matchups. Listen, we're on the good side. We are on the good side, which the very, very, very few. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to look right in this camera.
Struggling.
If a golf handicapper is telling you that they are killing it this year, first off, run, and they're lying to you. That's the biggest lie that they're going to tell you, because they are not. They're not.
Nice.
I'm just telling, they're not. They're lying. And this is what a lot of these sports handicappers do, to try to get them to play with you, to play with them and get their tout service, whatever. Listen, ours is free. I want everyone to win, to where when you see me like this week and, covering the tour events, 12, 15 I cover every year, and you see me and you make money on our picks, which you do every single year if you follow them, buy me a cold taste. That's all I ask. Don't hug me, because I don't like to be touched that much. I mean, you can dap me up and you can give me a little shrug.
Just
but
give
if
him
you
a
really,
vodka White Claw. He's good.
That's right. Yeah, you get me a dirty claw. You get me a little dirty claw, which is raspberries preferred, with a little shot of Tito's in it. That's all we need to do. But listen, it's an extremely difficult year. It is. And you have one of these years, but we're going to be profitable. And we're probably going to be over the $2,000 mark profitable if you bet $100 or whatever units that you play. Follow us, finish up long here. This doesn't stop. It stops December 31st. That's when it stops for us. And we're going to keep, what's, I forgot that. I was going to make something corny. I was going to say something corny, but I forgot. I'm not a music guy.
Is it okay for me to keep casually sexting?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. But listen, I'm so excited about this week. They're early in the morning. They're all week. We're going to have a great show on Wednesday. Follow us. We're going to have a couple guests if they can stay out of the bars and, and jump here. I'm excited about this week. On to the Memorial. Colonial's over. We have memories of a mouse. We forget. We move on. Great week. I was there early this morning. I'll be there early tomorrow. I'll be there all week checking out the golf. This is the weeks that I love when I'm on grounds, because when I'm on grounds, we do well. We do extremely well when I do that, because I have so much more insight, able to talk to the guys, able to see the golf course. It's a lot of work, but I'm doing the work for you guys to make some money. But again, if you see me, buy me a cold taste. That's all.
We're all drunk.
That's it.
Struggling.
All right. Well, you heard it straight from the golfer's mouth right there. He's going to be inside the ropes and outside the ropes, probably bothering some guys. And if he's talking to them, don't look for them to do well this week, because he's going to be trying to fix their game for them, and they won't listen to him.
I don't do that.
Hey, Rickie, pull your shoulder down a little bit more. You're too stiff. You're too stiff.
That's frowned upon. That's frowned upon.
Well, we do a lot of things that are frowned upon on this show.
Not when they're trying to not in that arena.
It's a good thing I'm not there.
And they're not paying me $250 an hour, so I'm not. I'm
you
not
know
giving
what?
them free advice.
I would just, if I was you, here's what I would do. I would just bring your clubs, throw them over your shoulder, walk around with your clubs, and just say, "Has anybody seen my caddy? Anybody seen my caddy?"
Yeah, sounds like the guy about 5 years ago that took his clubs to Augusta National and he got a ticket, thought he was going to play.
Thought he was going to play a practice round?
Yeah. That's what the ticket was for.
Yeah, that's so great, man. I love that. It's a stupid, but infuriating, but also funny story.
And it wasn't a bit. Like, he thought he was dead serious. The guy was from, he was like from, I don't know, wasn't from U.S. He got
from out of the country, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't from, I think he was from Mars, I think.
He was from Florida.
Yeah, it could be America's Wayne.
Idiot Floridas. That's going to do it for us, boys and girls, today. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate OrionGolf.com, by the way. Make sure you check them out to see how they can help you, and they can, with your golf facilities management issues if you are indeed in that predicament. And if you're not, and you know somebody who is, tell them about OrionGolf.com, because they support us, and that means you support us as well, whether you want to or not. You're stuck doing it. We will be back next week. We'll be back on Wednesday. Not used to doing a Monday show with you, Johnny.
It's good.
Preview the Memorial at Muirfield Valley.
Say it right. No, say it right.
at Muirfield Village. Johnny will have audio from Jack. Johnny will have audio from Arnold Palmer.
Probably not.
And Greg Norman, as they will all be there together. Probably Phil Mickelson, too. Is Phil playing?
It's the worst show I've ever did in my life.
Oh, I ran out of music.
Yep.
All right, boys and girls, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Until Wednesday, y'all keep hitting them straight.